Now, once again, 2024 has been a triumphant year in Philippine sports. Let's take a look at the 5 winning moments that I believe, this is just my list, defined the local sports scene. So let's start off first with something domestic and something that I believe will be probably the most popular item on this list for a lot of people. At number 5, by the way, this is no particular order, but the Creamline Cool Smashers achieving a Grand Slam in the PVL, the Premier Volleyball League. Now, a Grand Slam, let's just make this plain. In Philippine parlance, a Grand Slam is when you win all of the conferences in a certain year. Dati kasi the PVL did not have that. They didn't have 2 conferences, or it would not be achievable because some teams wouldn't be able to win it as much. But the Creamline Cool Smashers doing something that hasn't been done before, creating history. And not only that, being very, very successful in the way that they've done it, the way that they've won, the way that they've dominated, really left a mark in the Philippine volleyball community and would be an achievement that would be very hard to replicate. Now, moving on, we go to something international. Rubelen Amit, Bingkay Amit, at number 4, Cebu's very own billiards queen. Now, itong si Bingkay, she won the women's 9-ball world title, the first Filipina to ever do so. And for me, it was a surprise that she hasn't won it yet. She's a world champion over and over and over again. And yet here, winning the 9-ball, which a lot of people might say, a lot of Filipinos would probably relate to as the sport that they're probably used to, especially after seeing Efrem Bata Reyes, Django Bustamante, and all of these other great Q legends. Bingkay Amit now part of that list as well as a world champion, the first Filipina to ever do so. Now, sticking to the theme na international muna tayo. At number 3 in this list. Again, this is not any particular order of importance, all right? But Gilas Pilipinas defeating countries like Latvia, like New Zealand. Those are teams that you have to feel that we didn't think that we could beat for a very, very long time. But here we are saying that we've taken down New Zealand and Latvia. We almost took down Brazil. We almost made it to the Olympics. Let's see how far we can go, because to be quite honest, there is an upward trend right now with regard to the Gilas Pilipinas program. We're gonna find out whether or not we can actually make it to the LA Olympics and see how far we can go in the FIBA Basketball World Cup in years to come. And of course, we also have to go look at what's happening at the local basketball scene. And we have to congratulate the Meralco Bolts for winning their first ever PBA title as the Meralco franchise. Again, the Meralco Bolts coming underdogs in their series. They have come so close to winning it so many times in the past, and yet it was always a heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. 2016 was the very first time that they were very close. Justin Brownlee ended that dream. They ran to Justin Brownlee a couple more times, and then it did not happen. But here they are, finally knocking on the door and seeing it open. Chris Newsom with a dagger field goal to get the win, to get the championship. It was highly emotional, and of course, it elevates the Meralco Bolts into a championship contender every single year just because of the fact that they've done it already in the past. At ito, okay, this is the only one that I would say is probably in order, all right? This is the only one that we're going to say is number 1 for a good reason, and that is Kaloyulo winning the double gold at the Paris Olympics. There are so many great stories that came from the Olympics, stories of triumph, stories of trials, stories of gold medals especially, and Carlos Yulo stands out. It stood out in the international scene, and it stands out in Philippine sports history for sure. You take a look at what Kaloy Yulo has done. He has broken the barrier here, saying that it's not that he proved that Tokyo was no fluke. He proved that Filipino athletes could be consistently great. All of a sudden, prior to 2021, prior to Tokyo 2020, the Philippines have not won a single gold medal. Now we have 3, just a couple of Olympics on. And Kaloy Yulo really cemented the Philippines' place as one of the places in Southeast Asia that could produce gold medals. Hasn't been too often. Singapore, different story. Take a look at Malaysia. They also have their struggles there. But the Philippines in particular, right now with Kaloy Yulog, giving us that dream that we can actually get gold medals on stage in sports that we haven't really concentrated on in the past. Hey, maybe that might mean more investment in sports in general, but Kaloy Yulo being the top of the list there, I don't think it's anyone's surprise, and I think that it would not be proper if we didn't put him on top of that list. So here it is, the top 5 moments for myself here in 2024. Creamline getting the Grand Slam, Bingkay Amit winning the 9-ball world title, Gilas Pilipinas beating Latvia and New Zealand, breaking that glass ceiling. We're now knocking on the door of some of the better countries in the world in basketball. Meralco Bulls winning their first ever PBA franchise title. And of course, Kaloy Yulo and his double gold. So much to consider.
Yay! I'm so proud of your PowerPoint. That was amazing.
It's not a PowerPoint yet, but yeah, yes it is. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That was awesome.
That was really good, Papa. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
As
you,
our
thank you.
resident sports, apart from Anton.
Yeah.
This is our morning sports guy pala, si Anton sa gabi.
Evening kasi si Anton,
Yeah.
So sa morning, it's Paolo's turf. Yes.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I really enjoyed making that. And the thing is, it was difficult to pick.
Okay.
But the one thing I was sure not to pick was yung panalo ng UP.
I was waiting for that on your list.
May konting bias doon.
Yeah, he's wearing UP colors.
No.
Just
But
saying.
can I just say, I made that list before the UAP final. So even if Lasal won.
Okay.
No, kasi hindi naman bago kung nanalo yung Lasal eh.
You don't have to explain to
It's
us.
fine,
We're not
Papa.
from UP anyway.
But I agree with your list, especially number 1. And
So yeah,
number 1.
I have to really
True.
emphasize again. Now it's
Number
like
one,
we say
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then that's not an order of importance except for Kaloy Yulo. That is
Yes, the top
easily
spot.
the
Yeah.
top one
Yes,
because
yes.
of his achievements there. And I mean, like until now, it's funny because of the way we took care of him. Sir Eric wants to talk to him again kasi ang dami niyang kondo eh. I mean, at the end of that remarkable stint. So it gets me really excited for LA. We're actually seeing an increase in Olympians per year from Tokyo to Paris. Who knows what could happen in LA? If we can get a
I'm
team
excited.
sport in,
Yes.
our number could reach to close to maybe 80, 90 athletes if we get a team sport in. So we'll see. Let's see what happens.
we'll see, and that's my dream.
Support our
I want to
athletes.
cover the Olympics.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
you've covered it before,
I've
right,
covered
Pao?
Olympics.
lucky.
It's a fun environment, yeah. But I covered it during the pandemic. I covered it during
So it's
the
different,
Tokyo
yeah.
Olympics. It was weird. We had to get tested like 3 times a day. Hindi naman, but every day. We had to be tested every day. So it was one of those things. So yeah, I mean, like, congratulations to all of the sports, everyone who made sports memorable in 2024, and I cannot wait to see what happens in 2025. And again, good luck to all the athletes out there, and hopefully you make our list.
Yes, we'll be more in tune also, Anne and I. 2025, we'll know more about sports.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
Tune in to BNC's Election 2025 special coverage.
Welcome welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, as your resident animal lover and animal advocate, I had to do this segment before the year ends. So I'm rounding up my top 5 favorite internet animals. And this is in no particular order, guys, okay? So at number 5, we have Eve, the thriller dancing capybara. She is American from the Miami Zoo. That's a fun fact. And she actually came at Christmas Eve, so I think this is her anniversary. So happy anniversary to Eve. You are so adorable. And she actually became viral after dancing to Michael Jackson's Thriller. In the video, she dances way better than me. Sana all, Eve, sana all. Can't wait to see you when I go visit the US. So now moving on to number 4, the Golden Tiger siblings from Thailand, Ava and Luna. They're giving Mudang a really great stiff competition. So they're from Chiang Mai, their home zoo, and people say that there are fewer than 100 golden tigers in the world. They're very rare. They're actually also called strawberry tigers. And look how fluffy! I just want to cuddle them. I don't know if that's a good idea if I cuddle them. They might eat me, but
They are tigers.
but they're so cute. I'm so giggle with them. Okay, let's move on to number 3. So we're gonna talk about somebody now across the world. Closer to the US, our Canadian seal, Biscuits. He went viral because of a video of him tearing up at the camera, ang arte, with the text overlay reading, when all you hear is Mudang and Pesto, but never Biscuits the seal. I feel you, Biscuits. I feel you. I look like him. He's so cute. So if you want to follow Biscuits, he has an X account, Talo Pa Ako, and an Instagram. I think he also has way more followers than me. So, okay, moving on to number 2, our big king penguin, Pesto the penguin. So he is a king penguin, like I mentioned, from down under, from Melbourne. He's famous because of his size. The average king penguin actually weighs between 21 to 40 pounds, but our king Pesto weighs 46 pounds, overweight like me, because it is the holidays. So did you guys know Katy Perry also visited Pesto at the Sea Life at Melbourne, and Pesto loves bubbles, and Katy Perry actually hung out with Pesto and blew bubbles, and he uses his beak to happily pop them. And drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. At number 1, are we surprised, guys? My girl, Mudang, the internet's favorite and my favorite pygmy hippo from Thailand. Did you know her name actually means bouncy pork? I'm about to change my name. Y'all know that to Modang, so bouncy pork Mo. And she actually has 3 siblings. Mutan, also meaning stewed pork. Muwan, which means sweet pork, and this third one, Nadek, it has no pork meaning, so I have no idea. Kawawa naman yung third sibling. Sana, what's a nice pork name?
Okay na yun, at least hindi siya kakainin.
Lumpia na lang. I will rename the third one Lumpia. So we love Mudang because she's so sassy like me and has an attitude. Yes, she is maldita, and she loves to bite people, especially her zookeeper, and she actually doesn't have teeth yet. Did you guys know a big cosmetics company in the US jumped on the Mudang train and started advertising its blushes and replicating the hippo's pink and peachy toned cheeks? And Mudang, guys, Mudang, has been named one of New York Times' 63 most stylish people of 2024.
She's not even
People see Mudang. I didn't even make the list. And Mudang made it. Mudang, did we miss somebody? I feel like we missed some animals. I did. That is my top 5. But I think you guys have some favorites
We
too.
missed the pyramid dogs.
Yes, the pyramid dogs.
Yeah.
I
The
love
pyramid
them.
dogs were a big deal. I like the pyramid dogs.
I actually like them too.
Yeah, there were quite a few other animals, but then no, I like your list.
Your list is great.
It was
Thank you so
predictable at the
much.
top.
Yeah, of course.
Number
we already
one, of
knew the top
course.
spot.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there was no, it wasn't in order, 1 to 4. Pero of course, number 1, like Paolo's list yesterday. Number 1, Carlos Yulo and Mudang, you know.
Yeah. No, but then, you know, you have a seat, Momo. But then at the same time, you take a look at the fact that, okay, he not only does Mudang it part of the New York Times list,
But also, Mudeng has a makeup line.
I know,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I did not know that when I was researching about Mudeng. I said, wow, talo pa ako. I need to get on that.
Mudeng has no idea that people are making money out of her.
No, Mudeng knows.
Yeah, actually, she's being exploited.
No,
Yeah,
Mudeng
she
knows.
is. She's being
I'm going to advocate
exploited.
for
People are
Mudeng.
getting
Oh my
rich because of
gosh.
Mudeng, and
My
Mudeng
poor
doesn't even get a
baby.
cut.
And she's just being fat and cute. Like, literally, where can you make money for being fat and cute? Only Mudeng.
Well, you know
Wow.
what, Mudeng,
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
zoo,
work for
the zoo
humans,
is
though.
doing well though. The zoo is doing really well because of Mudeng.
And when you visit the zoo, you
Yeah.
can only see Mudeng for 5 minutes, and the lines are so long. So I hope Thailand Zoo is watching because, y'all, I've been asking for this since last year. I want to go interview Mudeng. I want to hug Mudeng.
You were already there. You just didn't want to fall in line.
I don't line up, girl. I don't line up.
Daddy's looking very smart. Hello, Daddy.
He's woken up specially for
Hello.
you.
Would you like to go and find a special place?
Go to this one here.
I have been very good, actually. Very, very good. So, very happy Christmas. Happy. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, Paolo and Monique have talked about sports and cute animals on the show. Now, being the resident showbiz tita of the show, it is my turn to talk about my love for all things showbiz. 2024 has been quite a year with high-profile couples going their separate ways. Ang daming pag-uusapan, so we need to split this discussion into two parts. Now, because we're going to take a look at what I believe are the top 5 Hollywood breakups of 2024, I asked help. I had to call a friend. Kasi si Pao and Mo, sabi nila, they cannot, banter with me about this topic. So, I had to ask help. Helping me out is the host of BNC's Industry Beacon and an industry beacon himself. He joins us live from Bali, Indonesia via Zoom, Ferdi Salvador. It's a beautiful day, Ferdi. Good morning.
Namaste. Good morning. It's a beautiful day indeed.
I love it, Fer. It's all the way from Bali, and the background is very Bilyonaryo.
Wow. I just chose the perfect backdrop so I don't look, well, let's say from less deserving to be on your show this morning.
Oh! mas maganda pa nga yung background mo eh. Very natural.
Sorry, there's a little slight delay with, here, maybe because of my signal, and I'm sure you can hear buzzing about because the gardeners are gardening at this time, but not in my place, in the other house, and I forgot to tell them that I'm on live today.
I love it. May sarili siyang house doon, no? So anyway, Ferdi, thank you so much for helping me out this morning.
My pleasure.
We are going to be talking showbiz for the next couple of
Let's go.
minutes. Let's do this. Let's start with my international list. So top 5 celebrity breakups international. First on our list, we got Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. I love them. I love this couple. Actually, they already broke up in 2022, but the divorce was finalized January of last year. Or
Yes.
January of this year pala. Yes, January this year. So Lisa was actually Jason Momoa's childhood crush. So nakita niya
Correct.
si Lisa on the Cosby Show when Lisa was just 8 years old. So when he saw her, he told his mom, "Mom, I want to have that." So it's kind of like a dream come true story, because he
It was a full circle for him.
Yes, he always wanted to have Lisa Bonet. And they have a daughter and a son together. And actually, they have good relations. He has good relations with Lisa's ex, rock star Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, but of course, Anna, and it's you always be careful what you wish for because you actually might get it.
I
right?
know. But
So insider tip, and what happened was I was flying from Sao Paulo to Dubai, and fortunately, he was on the same flight with me while this divorce was breaking news. So he was on my left side, and I was trying to peep. I know I sound like a rumor monger, but I was trying to peep and see what he was texting because the text is pretty big. But unfortunately, I couldn't read anything. So I was trying to check out if he's dating somebody new, but it seemed like he was cushy with with the person that he was talking to. So it might be a female.
Oh, that is so interesting. But you know what? Even if you didn't see his message, just sitting beside Jason Momoa, wow, Ferds, you are something else.
No, sweetie, let me tell you, he was a massive, massive man, and I felt like I had to
Massive man.
Honestly, I don't know how he fit in his seat.
Aquaman in an airplane, di ba?
Yeah. And another cool thing was, I don't know why it was superhero week in Sao Paulo, but the flight going over, it was Chris Hemsworth. So, I would have made both of them.
You were
and
sitting
divorced
beside
them.
Chris Hemsworth? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Can I tag along next time you go on trips?
You can always tag along whenever you prefer.
I love it. So
But
anyway,
as you said, she's got a very good relationship with Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
And I think that they actually also might be in a good relationship, although they have broken up and they've got children. I think that they see eye to eye, and it's just the way it is. I mean, some people just fall out of their relationship, and at least the takeaway is that they are civil to each other.
that's right. They're still friends.
Or at least reportedly civil to each other.
Yes. All right, moving back to our top 5 list. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we got Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Now, they're one of the celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, who have a wild sex life. And they're really candid about it, diba? They always talk about that during interviews and everything. I want to go into details, pero baka hindi pwede. PG, rated this morning.
This is why Paolo didn't want to report on this.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly na kilala ko lang, Machine Gun Kelly Williams sa PBA eh. Kaya ibang-iba talaga.
A totally different Machine Gun Kelly. But the sad...
and they were engaged.
Yes,
and
they were.
Their second child. And it was reported that they actually fought at an award show. And Megan was very upset, apparently. And ever since then, they, I guess, split up. So...
yeah.
It was an on and off relationship anyhow. I mean, what can you do? I mean, they're both firecrackers. It's bound to happen. I mean, they have very, very lively characters.
Rumor has it, Megan daw found something unspecified material on Machine Gun Kelly's phone. And then after that, this whole thing happened. Now, the sad thing about it is that she already came out with news about the pregnancy, and then weeks after that, Thanksgiving week pa, they broke up. She found that thing on his phone. Na uso-uso talaga yung finding something sa phone, no? Not just in Hollywood, but here in local showbiz as well. Kasi naman, guys,
we're gonna talk about that later.
But so interesting. And also, sadly, Megan feels blindsided by the split. She's distraught, and now she's just focusing on preparing for the arrival of her baby. And the nice thing about that is that her ex, Brian Austin Green, has been very, very supportive, which is, such a nice relationship between these two exes.
Then again, and their relationship is on and off. So let's go see what the future brings. Maybe this baby will bring them back together. We don't know.
Maybe. We will see.
That's why, folks, clean up your mobile phones.
I know, delete. Just if you... what are we promoting, Ferds? Moving on.
moving on, yeah.
Paolo, see, look at Paolo. Tinatanggal na niya yung mga messages na can incriminate him.
Cleaning up
and
his phone.
Hindi,
everything.
nanonood lang ako
Biglang-
sa Facebook ng show natin din. I mean, like, just adding the views.
Okay, back to our Hollywood list. At number 3, I chose Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher. Yeah,
20-year
Boras.
relationship gone down the drain.
Yes. They were together for 22 years. They've been married for 13. They weren't
Yeah.
really in the news that much, no? Maybe because they didn't make that much movies. But there's an interesting dynamics between these two. And I'm actually amazed that they lasted that long. What with people saying negative things about Sacha Baron Cohen and then Isla Fisher being such a sweetheart, diba? But they were together for 22 years. And the cute thing about their breakup when they announced it, they were in tennis outfits.
Outfits, correct.
Yeah, tennis outfits.
It was a tennis match.
Yeah,
actually.
tennis match. And they said, okay, this tennis match needs to end after 22 years.
You gotta love a comedian by breaking
I
this kind
know.
of news because it made it easier for them and for their children. So what a way to announce it, and I actually highly respect them for doing that.
And I read an article that it was actually Sacha Baron Cohen who convinced Isla Fisher to go into comedy because Isla Fisher was trying out for all these dramatic roles and she was always rejected. So Sacha Baron Cohen told her that, you know what, you're the funniest woman I know, so why don't you go into comedy? And that's when she started doing comedy. So, there's a nice support system.
It's all about that green banana hammock that Sasha borrowed from Paolo. This is why he can't get dramatic roles.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That's for me the most iconic image I have of Sacha Baron Cohen. 100%.
Okay, and at number 2, we have Gambit and Catwoman, Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz. I love this couple. I
Me too.
super love them.
That made me sad.
Yeah.
That made me really sad.
When news of the breakup came out, I was just really sad for them. I was sad for Channing Tatum because, after ending his relationship with his previous wife, right? And now
Yes.
it's Zoe Kravitz. But you know what? Despite their breakup, kasi usong-uso, when people break up with their partners, they unfollow each other on Instagram, on social media, right? But the nice thing about Channing Tatum, he is still following Zoe Kravitz on Instagram and other social media accounts. So they're still friends. And despite the breakup, they are going to be working together on this movie, the zombie movie Alpha Gang, starred and produced by Cate Blanchett. So they're still okay.
Yeah, I mean, two of the sexy stars in Hollywood, getting together is definitely big news. But did you notice? It's all about Lenny Kravitz here. It's not about Zoe or Lisa Bonet. It's all about Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny
here.
Kravitz, yeah. It all boils down to the rock star, Lenny Kravitz. And at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, on top of our breakup list, Hollywood breakup list, we have Ben and Jen 2.0, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
And it's like Christmas. This comes once a year. They get together, they marry other people, get back together, get married to other people. Divorce. You know what? I'm done with that. Let's move on. Seriously, guys, if you're gonna be together, just be together.
Yeah, I know. And maybe that's the reason why they didn't have a prenup. They didn't have a prenup when they got married this time because they probably thought that love is going to be sweeter the second time around. And
Or the
they thought
fourth
it'd be last
time around, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. But so
I mean,
J-Lo.
how many more matching houses and matching cars do you need to buy?
I know.
Just to affirm the fact that you guys are both in love. Maybe the relationship would work if they didn't actually get married. You
That's
know what I
so
mean?
true.
Maybe-
Just like
maybe
just like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They're never married,
Exactly.
diba? They were never married, but they're still together until now. And maybe that is the secret to a long-lasting
Exactly.
relationship.
Exactly. And, hey, look, I'm not throwing any shade at Ben and J-Lo, but, I guess they really love to be in love. I wish them well, but come on, guys. This is
Yeah.
just-
So J-Lo
you know
filed...
what they say when it's like the year of breakups? This is that year for Ben and J-Lo.
J-Lo filed for divorce on August 20, but listed the date of separation as April 26, just days after she attended that Met Gala alone.
On my birthday.
As a co-host. Diba? Ikaw yata reason ba't nag-break sila Ferds eh. So she legally changed her last name to Affleck, and yun nga, reports say they didn't have a prenup. So now J-Lo requested for no request for alimony from J-Lo. She waived spousal support and reportedly asked the judge to also deny spousal support to Ben. So let's see what's gonna happen this time, because syempre, without the prenup, we know that the earnings that they obtained in the last 2 years belong to both of them, right?
Exactly. But you know, Jennifer should have been smart about this because
Yes.
she well, am I gonna say it? She's been around the block.
I was about to say that.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
had to. But you know, she's been married a few times,
Yes.
and you know, just it's not about her. It's about protecting her family, her children, and she should have been smart about this. That's my only takeaway from this.
But yeah, I think when you're in love, wala, you can't think straight. You do the most stupid things, right?
You do definitely.
Now,
That's why I
Ben-
meditate.
Ben reportedly has been hanging out with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. But I think naman even before he and Jennifer Lopez got divorced, he does hang out with Jennifer Garner often because of their kids, right? So it's still also a nice relationship between those two exes.
Maybe it would be very interesting if they got themselves into a throuple. Now that's new.
Yeah, right? But didn't you see this coming, Ferds? Because there were all these pictures of Ben Affleck looking so unhappy with Jennifer Lopez, diba? Like, there was even this video where he helped her get into a car and then he slammed the car door shut. He always looked so unhappy. So parang we kind of saw this coming na rin.
Well, it's not how should we say, it's not confirmed, but apparently they've got a very fiery relationship. It's full of passion. So I guess that's what happens if you really love someone.
Yeah. And also, I feel like maybe Jennifer Lopez's lifestyle is just too much for Ben Affleck to handle, because she's always in the limelight. And then Ben Affleck's kind of like a laid-back person, diba? Like Jennifer Garner, hindi masyadong in the spotlight. So there. What
Yeah,
are
but you
your
are
reactions,
shocked.
guys?
Our reactions, alam mo, Ferdy, I'm so happy you've zoomed in.
Same. It made it so much more interesting. It's so funny.
Kasi we're relegated to being audience members here, but I love it. First, just wondering, in the list of Anne, is there any celebrity couple that you feel that she could have snuck in also in her top 5?
That's a very interesting question. I'm like going through my Rolodex right now. There really isn't any Hollywood couple that I think should be in this top 5. Although I think Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez should just be already in another list. Like they should have their own list.
Like,
in fact.
I agree.
Like, let's just get this over with list.
Yeah, I'm
like,
so over
tama
hearing
na,
about
please.
them.
But yeah, well, they fell in love again and they thought it was gonna work out, and I guess that happens in life.
And what was your reaction, guys, when they announced that J-Lo and Ben were back together?
I wasn't
how did you react to that
surprised.
time?
And they jumped the gun on it so quickly, so I wasn't surprised that
Yeah,
they were
that they
gonna
broke
fall
up.
out too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
you can see, like Anne said, there were pictures, videos of Ben looking so miserable. So when they announced that they were separating, I was not surprised at all.
Yeah, tama.
Like you said, Jenny's been around the block. Our girl Jenny
Yeah.
from many
People
blocks.
were just waiting for it. I mean, it sounds mean, but people were just really waiting for it. So.
It was too quick.
You know what? I think in general, people are just waiting for couples to break up. Diba?
Yes.
Parang yung mga marites, lalo na sa Pilipinas, they're always like, oh, maghihiwalay din yan. They always say that. But anyway, we have another list coming up. Our conversation with Industry Beacon host and Industry Beacon himself, Ferdi Salvador, continues after the break. This time, we will talk about the top 5 breakups in local showbiz. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
A year of triumphs, challenges, and unforgettable moments. From breaking news to inspiring stories of hope and resilience, we've been there every step of the way, bringing you stories that shaped our nation. As the year ends, we look back and we look ahead. Join us for an exclusive look at the moments that defined 2024. Rise to Prosperity, the 2025 Bilyonaryo News Channel Countdown, hosted by Maricar Bautista and George Cahiles. Watch for it!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! 2025 is here in Times Square. Today, we are revving up the countdown to the new year. The eyes of the world will be focused atop one Times Square when the famous ball drops and these numerals light up at midnight to welcome 2025. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! It's looking perfect. We got a bright future ahead of us today. The numerals weigh approximately 1,200 pounds. They're 7 feet tall. The heaviest numeral is a 0 at 380 pounds. There's 620 light bulbs. There is 145 light bulbs in each of the 2s. There's 164 light bulbs in the 0. And interestingly, there's 166 light bulbs in our new 5. They're ready. Guys out there, are you guys ready? This is going to be the loudest ever. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Yay! 2025 is here. These numerals are going to be on display here until December 23rd for everyone to come down to Times Square. We welcome everybody to get their picture in front of the numerals. I'm coming with 2025 jokes next year, though. I got to tell you, I got to work them out. That looks like it's really good. I think, are we good? Or we want one more? Are we good? Star here, the 2025. Thank you guys very much.
And welcome back. You are still watching It's a Beautiful Day, and we are still joined by Ferdi Salvador, host of Industry Beacon. And I'm so glad that Ferdi is helping with this year-ender segment by your resident showbiz tita. Now, before the break, we were talking about my top 5 Hollywood celebrity breakups. Now, this time, medyo mas interesting to because we're going to be talking about the top 5 local celebrity breakups for 2024. So all the Mariteses who are watching the show right now, this is your moment. They're gonna be all ears in this segment. And I know that Ferdi and I had a conversation before this show happened, and he was telling me, na, you know what, I actually know most of the people on the list. They're my friends. So we have to be very, very careful, right, Ferds?
No, we're just gonna be factual.
Yes, factual. That's right. Okay, so guys, my local celebrity breakup list of 2024. And at number 5, we have Paolo Contis and Yen Santos going to Baguio as a friend. So, Paolo Contis confirmed his relationship with Yen Santos in January of 2023. And then after speculations with his split with longtime partner LJ Reyes. So, this couple actually sparked the popular meme, punta tayo sa Baguio as friends. So, see, Ferds is laughing. He knows the story. Kung hindi nyo alam yung story, i-Google nyo na now. So,
yes.
Yeah, right, Ferds?
So if you see that I posted punta tayo sa Baguio as friends, you know what happened.
Yes. If you know, you know. So Paolo and Yen actually worked together in the film A Faraway Land in 2021, and in an interview, in one of the interviews that Paolo Contis had, he stressed that Yan Santos had nothing to do with the breakup, despite admitting that there's a third party involved. So the medyo confusing, no? Maybe Jackie Chan here can help me illustrate how I feel about this matter. But Jackie Chan, help me out. Hulo!
Got the effort ni Anne?
She actually put a
I
meme
know.
on her huge screen.
Yeah,
Yes, so-
since hindi kayo mag-react, I need help from Ferdi.
Ang dami, Ferdi!
From Jackie Chan.
Ang dami niya.
Yeah, ayan o, Jackie Chan, ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
so
he's helping me out.
Okay, so go on. Go on.
We should have just left early. She doesn't need us naman daw eh.
Oo nga eh.
Yeah, it's nakakabaliw. I mean, I love this about how people, especially in the Philippines, when they say, sorry, hindi siya yung rason for our breakup, but walang third party, but then you already dating somebody. I just don't get it.
Exactly. And it's funny because I feel like, you know naman, since you're a showbiz personality, a celebrity, you know that things are gonna be revealed eventually. The truth is gonna come out to the surface eventually. But, you know, we still try to hide things. But I don't know. That's showbiz for you, right? And it makes
That's
it
the
even more
thing. I mean,
interesting.
Exactly, but Anne, I think it would have been much better, less hurt with people trying to hide, Look, we're all humans. If you made a mistake and you are seeing somebody or had an overlap, then just own up to it. You did
Exactly.
it. So
Just come
own
out
up
with
to
the
it.
truth and apologize, diba? People will be more accepting. That's what I think.
Because-
Kaya
yeah,
lang, kung may
because
ganon,
you're-
Ferdi, wala tayong list.
No, but that's the thing. They keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah, that's true.
why
That's
we
true.
stop.
That is.
But this breakup did really hit my radar hard because I was like, all right, so what am I gonna? What's my takeaway from this? Really, meh.
And maybe just really tell the truth, no? Just come out with the truth and apologize.
Well,
All right.
thank you so much to Paolo Contis for making sure that Baguio has more tourists.
All right.
Kaya pala when I went to Baguio, ang daming tao last weekend.
Yeah, and Monique was not there as a friend.
No, I was not.
As a friend. So
She was
yeah,
more
actually
than
go
a
to Baguio
friend.
as friends. Hashtag that.
No, with your boyfriend
I was with
then.
my
With your
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Yeah,
So
yeah,
legit
yeah, yeah.
yon, legit. Okay, now let's move on to number 4. I put there Ai de las Alas and Gerald Sibayan. So I really, really feel for Ai. Maybe because she goes to the same gym where I go and we also have the same coach. So parang I'm team Ai. Shout out to Coach Flex. So
Close
yun
yan.
ang coach na. What?
Close kayo, sis.
No, we're not. Kasi we just go to the same gym and pareho yung coach namin. So I don't know.
So
She has a
therefore, you
picture
guys
with
are
my
buddies.
husband. So feeling ko, close kami, but team Ai ako. So
Oh my
anyway, I said that Gerald broke up with her through text on October 14 through text. That's just
That's the worst.
crazy. And she was baffled over the breakup because she said they never really had an intense argument together. So never naman silang nag-away ng really grabbing away. So she's blindsided just like Megan Fox, There were reports na she's also thinking baka may third party, but that's not really confirmed. But anyway, they have an almost 30-year age gap. Spent 10 years together and 7 years as a married couple. So ang daming news about this, no, Ferds?
Yes, what's unfair about this, Anne, is you never break up with somebody over a message, right?
That's true.
Or something. I mean, back in the day, it was a letter, right? At least that holds more weight. However, you've been together for a long time. I think the other person deserves a better explanation.
Exactly.
Not only on a text message. I mean, come on. But it's reportedly or allegedly the reason was because I couldn't give him a child. That is, that is
Yeah.
that's considerable, yes. But getting into this, that there's an age difference.
Yes, yeah.
Biologically, you would expect that you can't produce as easy, as most people can at a certain age. So Again, I'm Team I with you.
Yes.
Ash, because I don't think she deserves a text message breakup.
She does not deserve it at all because she's done so many things for the guy, right? I mean, the green card, the schooling and everything, di ba? And then this happened, so she doesn't really deserve that. And she's such a nice person, di ba? So
Yeah, the mere fact that she gave him an emotional investment
yeah.
is already worth the fact that you don't deserve a breakup over
That's true.
a text.
So go Team I. We go to the same gym. Pag nakita ko yung picture na talaga ako. But anyway, let's move on. At number 3, ito na yung mga friends ni Ferdi, Richard Gutierrez and Sara Labati. So they announced their split. There were already speculations of a breakup last year pa, but they announced officially their split May of this year. So Richard and Sarah, they first worked together in a teleserye in 2012. They have 2 sons together. They even appeared together in yung ABS-CBN teleserye ni Richard Gutierrez, and she appeared there. And then after that, weeks after that, na nag-appear siya dun sa teleserye, they broke up na. So parang, okay, weren't they just together dun sa show? But they're your friends. So okay.
Yes, they are individually my friends as a couple and as individuals. But what I find very classy about the unfortunate split of these two would be the fact that they didn't mudsling each other in public. They made sure that the children were protected from that, because they're very good parents to their 2 wonderful sons, and not being kosher here. Okay, I'm just telling you the facts as I see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they made sure that they didn't dress each other down in public in terms of calling each other out names.
Yes, that's true.
They were quite quiet about that.
So
Okay
they
yung
remain very
connection mo,
classy.
Okay yung connection mo, Ferdi, ah. It's nice na hindi nag-lag.
Hindi tayo nag-Shopee, Ferdi, no? Very, but
napakaklaro.
But yeah, I agree. They remained very classy about this whole breakup, protecting their children in the process, no? There were rumors, reports na they're not on speaking terms, but they have a very good co-parenting setup.
Well, as any breakup would tell you in history, after breaking up, you're not best buds. I mean, you need time to acclimatize to your new situation and make sure to prioritize certain things, and perhaps in the near future they can be civil and friends again, especially for their children.
You're right. And shall we move on?
Yes.
At number 2, we have Maris Racal and Rico Blanco. I was so rooting for this couple kasi ang ganda ng relationship nila. They have a 25-year age gap, but that didn't matter. I mean, he's Rico Blanco. They started out this started out with Maris tweeting about Rico in 2017. Parang ano to parang Maine Mendoza and Arjo, because Maine was like, Arjo cutie, and then they ended up together. So parang ganun yung nangyari with Maris Racal. She kind of like tweeted na, I want someone like a younger version of Rico Blanco. And then they ended up together with the actual Rico Blanco.
Yes, but are they the ones that really want to discuss?
Ikaw talaga, I didn't put them na nga on the list. What you're talking about. But yeah,
we should talk about it.
Yeah, I know. Ba't si Paolo ba tumatawa?
What? Bakit? Hindi.
Yeah, come on, Anne. Let's go talk about. I mean, it should be an addendum to your list.
Yes, it is.
Bring it out.
Fleetingly, we can talk about that. But they confirmed their relationship, Maris and Rico. In 2021, they worked together in a couple of songs. Diba? They were always collaborating, singing together.
Wait, we're not talking about them
But wait, I will
anymore.
segue.
Yes.
Yeah. So Maris announced their breakup in July of this year, and she even had that press con, and she was crying and everything. And she said, "Nah, there's no third party involved." And her people were saying that it's about her on-screen partner, Anthony Jennings, but she was really insisting that he had nothing to do with it at all. And then
Hashtag
you know,
let's go to Baguio as friends.
oh my God, medyo nakaka-nervous na tong segment na to, Ferdi.
Yes, it is
I'm
quite
sweating.
nerve-wracking,
Yeah.
but it's out there, and I'm gonna just jump the gun. I mean, this is the year of Marias. I
Yes.
mean, unfortunately, it's not positive news for her in the relationship part of her life. She might have made mistakes. She is a young person.
She
She will
is.
definitely
Yes.
recover from these mistakes. But it is definitely her year in the spotlight regarding her romances.
And I love how, because normally when things like this happen, medyo nawawalan ka ng supporters, right? You lose a couple of projects, but with Maris Racal, you still see brands supporting her, and that's nice, diba? So
Yes.
this is really her year.
Yes, we really don't know the insider part of it, whether she is a victim of a breakup or she is the heroine in the breakup. So let's watch this unfold. I think
Let's see.
you should set number 2 on the sidebar and see how this develops.
That's right.
We would just like to clarify that for those who love this segment, our names are Paolo del Rosario and Monique Tuzon.
Don't
For-
forget about us.
For those who do not like this segment, our names are Anne Asis-Carilo. She's also Anne Asis-Carilo. Just to make sure that we have that all down pat,
Huwag
okay?
kayong magulo.
Sa social media, Anne Asis-Carilo din kami kung ayaw nyo to.
No,
okay?
it's Voice
Just to
Talent
be
Tita.
clear. Oh, Voice Talent Tita
Voice
on
Talent
IG.
Tita. Oh, don't forget that.
This one's
Okay,
under the
guys,
bus,
please ignore my partners as we move on and reveal to you our number one couple, local celebrity breakup, Bea Alonzo and Dom Roque. So are you Team Bea or Team Dom? So they became Instagram official August of 2021. In September of 2021, Bea said that Dominic was husband material. They got engaged July of 2023. Last February, they confirmed their breakup and they said that it was a painful yet united decision. This is my number one couple because when news of the breakup came out, a lot of people were really saying so many things about Bea and also about Dom. Like people were really coming out with these rumors and everything. And the nice thing about that is si Dominic actually defended Bea from the bashers online after their split was confirmed. So that's a really nice thing for Dominic to do. So, di ba, Ferdi, ang daming nangyari, mga rumors coming out, tapos nagkademandahan pa and everything. And we actually guested Bea Alonzo's lawyer a few weeks ago. But talking about a different topic. But yeah, nagkaroon pa ng demandahan, right? It's crazy, but
Yeah,
they're
but this
okay.
is the-
They're friends.
Yes, this is the class way of moving forward.
Yes.
A great example. Again, they did not mudsling each other.
Yes.
They remained quiet. In fact, there was a semblance of support, as you mentioned earlier. And this is the way it should be done because there's two parties that that are hurting. Whoever broke up with whom, it doesn't matter at this point. But guess what? They have moved forward. The careers are shining, and Bea even launched a new luggage collection.
That's
for
right.
a
Yeah.
So you know what? It's ending well for both of them. Dominic seems like he's also moved forward and
Yes.
is traveling quite a bit, maybe to take a little bit of R&R here and there. And well, guess what? They both seem like they're happy.
I know, and I am happy for them, and I'm happy that they've moved forward and they're friends. They're not enemies. There are rumors na Dom is actually seeing Sue Ramirez. Hindi ko nga nasama si Sue Ramirez on the list because I also felt bad when she broke up with Javi Benitez. I was also rooting for that couple. But anyway, there you go.
The list can go on, and
Exactly. It was actually hard for me to trim down the list to 5 pagdating sa local showbiz because there were a couple that I wanted to add to the list also. But you know what? We're running out of time. But thank you so much for joining us today, Ferdi.
It's my pleasure, and hope to see you soon in the studio.
Ferdi, really appreciate you joining us for It's An Beautiful Day.
Yup, thank you.
here today.
We hope to have you on It's a Beautiful Day naman soon.
Oh, it's a different show,
Thank
but
you,
it's gonna be really fun.
Ferdi. Our industry, our very own industry beacon right there, Ferdi Salvador. Thank you so
po.
much.
Have a great day.
You too.
So for the first two
Grabe kayo,
bodies,
guys.
for the first part of the show and the last part of the show, ako po si Paolo del Rosario. Para sa gitna, ako po si Anne Asis-Carilo. This is it for us today, Friday, December the 20th. Thank you for joining us.
Now, I am the real Anne Asis-Carilo. Always remember to celebrate each day and spread love and kindness wherever you go.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. May you all have a fantabulous weekend ahead. Join us again on Monday. It's a beautiful day. Wala na si Anne. Just kidding. At 7 a.m. Only here on
It's a Beautiful Day.